Well, that clock looks sick on my end. Anyway, not that kind of sick, John. Anyway, welcome to DnD with the boys. This is session number 3. We're getting all up in knob to the detriment or enjoyment of the players. You guys doing all right? Everyone good to go? We skipped a week because JP wasn't feeling too good. You doing better, though? Everything's good to go?
I am doing much better now. So, mucho better.
Looking forward to working the knob tonight.
Okay. Well, first things first, Warlock, you had actually slept like an hour, and that was it. So you haven't had much sleep or anything. So I'm going to say you have 1 point of exhaustion, which is
Can we get a I want to recap and just remember
where are we at?
I'm getting to the recap. Keep your hands on.
Jump into exhaustion.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
anyway, a point of exhaustion, which is disadvantage on ability checks. But if you sleep the night, you'll be fine in the morning. Just get you some sleep, man. You've been awake too long.
Yeah,
anyway,
that's from the previous night, not the night in the town, correct?
Yeah, that's from the previous night. So as long as you sleep here when we.
Yep.
I just don't. You shouldn't have any. Get away without any consequence staying away.
I don't disagree.
Yeah. So anyway, and to give a little recap, the boys picked a fight with some bandits, and made most of them just wet themselves and run away. But our friend Smek got knocked out.
You didn't mean we wet ourselves and ran away. You meant
the bandits,
the bad guys.
The
Just
bandits.
making sure. I mean, I might have. I didn't roll for pant wetting.
But
I might have never passed out. I don't really remember.
But anyway, so Warlock and the Duke managed to get the other fellas down. They picked Smick up, put him in. Bait was no longer a stone statue at this point, and they all walked to the Black Cup Inn because they're going to have to get some sleep and stay for the night in Knob. And anyway, they had literally just walked through the doors, and that's where we opened today. Now, when I say they, I mean Warlock, Clickbait, Oogway, Duke, and you can tell me whether or not Alec or whether or not Baby Mama are with you guys or if they're with Smek, who's having to stay in the wagon because he's too big.
Can I do or try to do one thing on the way to the inn from the fight really quickly?
Well, you guys from last night had already walked through the door, but if you can do it quickly, yeah.
I mean, okay. Can you remind me how much gold I got from the body?
You got, I believe you got 8 plus. I think the grand total was like 23.
Okay, that's what I have right now. Cool. Do I see any like destitute, homeless people or like beggars or anything?
Not on the street, which is kind of odd because they told you, or the one guy told you, this isn't the best part of town.
Yeah. Okay. Then never mind. That's all I wanted to do. So if there's no one around, no problem.
Okay. So you guys, the 4 of you, anyway, you guys step inside, and what you see is it's called the Black Cup. It's an inn. It's sort of a haunting looking place. It looks like it's a little, you feel uneasy when you walk in. But they say it was built atop haunted catacombs, but you have no idea if that's true or not. Your friend told you on the road, and you see to the left, there's a little bit of not really a bar, but a desk, so to speak, where you see a man there who's obviously the innkeeper, and he's writing some stuff down and whatnot, and you see the keys behind him. Again, who would want to do a perception roll? All right, Duke, go ahead. with your metal dice.
It's fancy.
It's gonna be nice and loud, folks. Let's see. Passive perception, or just a normal perception roll?
I'll let you do a normal roll.
I got 13.
Okay, that
With my
actually
bonus, 13.
that wasn't much better. Okay, so you don't notice anything out of the ordinary there. You see some tables around the center, and to the right, you see a staircase going up. All the rooms are on the second floor, and there's a kitchen for food and stuff back underneath those to the right and to the center. And like I mentioned, there's some tables and whatnot. It's sort of like it's an inn. It's also a bed and breakfast kind of feel, but it's not like it's a bar or anything like that. And all you see is the innkeeper and what seems to be a servant person wiping tables down, and you don't see anyone else when you walk in. So there you go.
So there are no other guests?
That you see, but remember, it's already night. It's probably, judging by our time, we would probably say it's maybe 8:30, going 9 o'clock or so.
Is that Eastern Standard Time?
Yeah.
So I guess someone has to walk up to the innkeeper, correct?
Well, that's normally how you get a room.
And it's not me.
Because you're outside. Okay. I walk in, I say, tidings and good morrow and all that. How are you doing?
Good day to you, sir. Yes, I'm doing rather well. You're looking for a room?
Yeah, are you the proprietor of this establishment?
You mean proprietor, sir? Yes, I am.
Isn't that what I said?
I don't know what you said, sir, but yes, I am the proprietor.
Well, heck, we're in luck. Yeah, we need a room. How many people can fit in a room?
Well, sir, I have rather large rooms. If we adjust the bedding, we could get, let's see, it looks to be 4 or 5 of you. We could fit that many in a room.
Large rooms, you say?
What was that?
Oh, that's just our friend Sneck. He's a cyclops. You ever seen one of those?
Oh my! Well, the rooms aren't that large. We do have an alley out back, sir. If your friend, do you have a wagon, a chariot, horses, or anything? Your friend can take them out back, and I have blankets for him that he can use. Although we have heard gargoyles about, we haven't seen any yet, so we need to be careful. But there's no way he could fit in the room.
Well, I guess, as you say, we're up Schitt's Creek without a paddle then, because we don't got much of a choice otherwise.
Well, let's see. That would be 3 copper for your friend there for that stay. How would you like to have your room furnished, gentlemen? Squalid, poor, modest, comfortable, wealthy, or you fancy yourself an aristocrat?
Well, I can't speak for old Dookie Duke over here, but I'm fine. I'm fine with whatever. So it's up to the other boys.
What were the options again?
They're listed in the player handbook, but I forgot the page. You can be squalid, poor, modest, comfortable, wealthy, or aristocratic. You go from 3 copper pieces all the way to 2 gold per night.
I'm gonna sidle up to Warlock and say, "Hey, let's have a quick discussion. Do you have a moment?"
Oh, for you, buddy, I got all the time in the world.
Just off to the side. I am not feeling particularly safe in this establishment.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm not saying I disagree per se, but you got a plan B?
What about just riding on?
You want to
Well-
get the hell out of knob?
I mean, I suppose we could. you don't have any business you want to conduct in the town tomorrow?
With who? This place is possibly literally dead.
Well, yeah. See, the thing is that I mean, we're strapping young men. I mean, and we have a strapping large man outside.
I mean, I'm an elf, but I'll accept it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, figure of speech.
It's racist, but okay.
Hey, listen, buddy. I don't know if you noticed my skin and ears and height and all that, but I'm right there with you. So, I guess I'm just a self-loathing elf. But that's something we can unpack on another day, I think, because right now, time is literally ticking here. So, I mean, I think we can handle ourselves. But if you're that concerned and you think we're gonna kick the bucket, we can rally the boys and see what the plan is. Hey, clickbait, Ugwake, come over here. Our ever impressively minded Duke Renard here has a great old plan he wants to run by you.
Excuse me, gentlemen. Feel free, while you make your decision, to sit down at a table. I'll have our servant here. Yvonne, wipe that table down for the gentleman here.
I'm okay standing until we make a decision.
Yeah, me too. So, well, it seems to be the issue, gentlemen.
Yeah, so what's the problem?
Something about this place is giving me... Oh. The opposite of arousal.
Can we make it? Can we make a perceptive roll at any time?
Yeah.
So can I make one?
If you wish.
You have to tell me what you wish to perceive, though. But yeah.
Oh,
you have to be looking for something.
Who's he's nervous about what the inn is or what it looks like. So can I make a perceptive throw to see if there's at least if it looks like a safe area type of thing?
You want to perceive if it's safe to sleep there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Roll.
Perceive if you feel like
I get what you're saying. Yeah. All right. You want to know?
I got a 4, so I add a 4 to whatever I get, right?
You roll your 20 and yeah.
I got a 14.
Charlie, would you give me the blade?
Whoa, easy now.
I know, huh? He's really nervous.
What do you have? 2 squires now over there?
You can hear, oh, sorry. Am I not using the right mic?
No, you said you get a blade. No,
you're talking.
Anyway,
I'm using the wrong mic.
You perceive that the inn.
The wrong mic.
You don't think something's about to jump out somewhere and kill you or anything like that, but you also don't feel 100% safe. But you know for a fact that it's got to be better than staying out in the streets at night, especially if what he said about the gargoyles is true.
Right. So, I mean, since there's 4 of us here, and I don't see no problems getting at least a comfortable room.
I turn to Duke and I say, "Hey there, Mr. Duke, sir. Is it all right if I call you Mr. Duke, sir?"
My name is Renard, but you may call me as you wish.
Oh, well, I mean, you seem a little
we
fancy.
spilled a little blood together at this point.
Yeah, I mean, you seem a little fancy-pantsy, so I didn't know if you'd be like,
I like that you love my pants. They are quite expensive.
That's Duke to you. So anyway, my point is, I don't know about you, but I came on this trip for adventure. And what's more adventurous than staying in this creepy ass place?
I suppose you've got a point there.
Gentlemen, I would just suggest that, yes, this might not be the most safe and secure location, but I feel that it's probably better than being out on the streets in the middle of the night. But
plus, it's got catacombs.
I mean, is there something specific,
Maybe.
Renard, that you're concerned about?
The fact that this is an enormous city with one hotel and it looks like this. That is called a warning sign.
Yeah. No, as I stated when we first started talking here, there is 100% something wrong going on. That is we are on 100% overlapping on that Venn diagram of answers.
Well, then how about this? Screw the accommodations. We pick the room with the best defensive options. I don't care the bill.
How are you gonna
Pick the room with the best defensive options, meaning a way to get away, a way to barricade the door, something.
Fair enough.
Okay, just so you know, the innkeeper has really good hearing when it comes to money. So he heard, "I don't care the expense."
Ka-ching.
Just that part, but yeah.
Hey, okay then. Hey, Garcon.
Yes, sir. My name's actually Hoth, but the Garcon works. Yeah,
Yeah, no, it's gonna be Garcon now.
Did you say your name was Whore?
Hoth.
Close enough. Do you have a lisp?
No, so mother was that way.
Do you want one?
I like her already.
So did lots of other people.
Hey, buddy. I didn't mean no insult. I just like giving nicknames to people that I think are real swell, like my old pal Sir Dookie over here.
I
think I'm gonna start calling you Bird.
Better than his Dookie, so I'll take it.
So, okay. Got a question for you now. Which one of your rooms has like the most exits?
Well, I will tell you, sir. We have a room. It's going to be 8 silver pieces per night, though. It's a wealthier type of room. All the rooms are pretty much the same. They all face the same way. Each has one window outside, but 1, 2, and 4 are taken. So room 3 is open.
No, thank you. How many rooms you got here?
4. They're
That's it.
locked.
So hold on a second now.
Wait.
Let me rewind the clock here a bit. You gave us some options as far as what kind of room we wanted. Are you telling me that you're going to dress the room however we want, but the room itself is not up for debate?
Yes.
Okay, we're leaving.
How do you have 4 rooms in one hotel in the city?
Well, we built it that way, you see. 1, 2, 3, then 4.
I'll be on a wagon with Snack.
Onward!
All right. So we're out of here?
Alec, take the reins. Off we go.
Yeah, there is a yeah. I mean, this.
Well, we could give it a squalid look if price is your trouble, but
No. I think to be
only one entrance and one window. That's pretty good, I'd say.
to be perfectly straightforward with you, Garcon. There, I'm more concerned about being surrounded.
By whom?
Whoever you got in the other rooms, basically anybody. I, despite traveling with a fairly large menagerie here, I'm pretty antisocial, so I don't.
Well, there's only one key, sir. You have the lock.
I'm gonna roll insight on that. That's not great, especially because I have disadvantage. So that's a 3.
Well, I'll be honest with you. Even if you wrote a natural 20, that he's being truthful.
Okay.
So, do these windows face the outside? Out of curiosity.
Yes, they all face the alley, sir. So they could wave to. Wait, how are you talking to me? You're not in here.
He's asking what he can see from the outside.
He's poking it. He's crouched down and he's got his head stuck through the door.
He's like looking one eye through the door. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's all I've got.
Oh, okay. Well, as your head comes through the door, your gigantic head. Yeah, it's one window, sir. It opens from the room. You can't open it from the outside, and it looks onto the alley. In other words, you could park your wagon or horses, whatever you have, underneath and wave as you look up at your friends.
So what floor they're on? Just sort of the second story? Okay.
Thanks, Mark.
I'm going to look in rooms 1, 2, and 4.
There you go.
So you're telling me Crow is backing out and looking. He's going to walk around.
He's gonna walk out.
I'm
Okay.
16 foot tall. I can.
Well, he's gonna take the
That
horse
would
back
be-
there anyways.
Yeah. Well, if
Basically.
15 feet tall, you can easily look inside the windows. Okay, so they're numbered high to low. So number 4 is first. You see what looks to be. Well, hold on. I actually have literally everyone's description right here. You see a female human. She has a long face with braided red hair and sharp brow eyes. You can tell hanging up that she would wear leather armor and wields a fotched fork. And that's all you see. You don't know her name, obviously. Then you move past 3 because that's empty. You move into room 2. And in room 2, you see a male elf. He has gray hair and green eyes and a cropped mustache. And he wears, you can tell because it's hanging up, plate mail and wields a halberd. They're both asleep. You go to room 1 and you see another male elf. And he's tall, slender, gray hair and large gray eyes. He wears chainmail and wields a mace and short bow. And he is also, they're all dead asleep.
Okay.
Like how you said that.
I'll just sort of pop my head in and, sort of
In where?
ask Warlock to come over, or one of the guys, somebody, like, come here for a second. And I'll just sort of
Basically, his
explain.
giant hand comes to the door like, get over here.
And I'll just sort of relay that there's only seems to be one person in each room. They are armed and stuff, but they're not. It doesn't look to be rooms filled full of people waiting to jump out and kill people.
I just like the fact that there's one hotel in this whole city and it's got 4 rooms. It's got
They're really large rooms, though.
4 large rooms. Right. They can only accommodate 4 parties in this town at a time.
Yep.
That seems. They
Everybody-
must have very many visitors.
You'd think you'd have a lot more
very
people sleeping in the
interesting, as you will find out.
I don't think
There's
we're
only-
going to find
there's only
out.
one- there's
I don't
one
plan
door.
on staying here.
There's one door to the room.
Yes.
Right, gentlemen.
What you doing?
I mean, if there are only 3 people, I think we don't need to be too worried. But because fighting potential gargoyles out if we try to leave this city
Yeah.
at night.
I would say, yeah,
I say we get a comfortable room.
we get the comfortable room and we just try to.
But the
sleep in
gargoyle,
shifts.
but the gargoyle pays for his own blanket though.
Okay. A comfortable room is 5 silver, and Smek gets blankets for free.
There you go.
Oh, there you go. So is that 5 silver per person, or total?
No, it's. I probably should say per person because y'all got so much money, but no, it's per room.
I got no
Well,
money.
we don't have any money because he stole it all from us.
Yeah, I have no money.
Details.
I'll pay. I'm paying.
All right. Oh yes, 5 silver. Thank you, sir. Your room should be comfortable then. Here's your. Who is taking the key? I assume you, sir. I believe he called you Duke. You paid. Would you like the key?
Alex, take the key. I don't like to be handed.
Oh my lord!
I don't like to be handed things.
Ah, okay. Well,
All right, I guess we're headed
Is
to the
it,
room.
is it 10 silver to 1 gold? Is that what it is?
Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
it's in the book if you ever need to figure it out.
Yeah, I was just reminding myself.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, if you want to ask him any questions or anything.
I was gonna when the group moseys off a little bit, I'm gonna slide a gold to pay with a gold, and when he grabs it, I'm gonna hold it tight and say, "If we are bothered or disturbed tonight, I'm going to come down later and take my payment back in flesh, and not the fun kind." And then I'll just let it go and walk away.
Okay, as you walk away, I want you to give me a perception roll again.
Absolutely. Ooh, 21 is my bonus.
All right, you notice you hear slightly. I guess the wind moved differently, and through the corner of your eye, you see he takes the gold, he puts it in his in the safe where gold normally goes, and then he flips a switch on the wall and walks into the room where his office is.
So I saw where the switch is that leads to that room. Is that what you're saying?
No, you saw him flip a switch, and then he went on and walked into his office.
Interesting.
Right, so are we proceeding up to the room?
Well, he waited for you guys to mosey on, so I assume y'all are already going up the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alex is going to open the door for us.
Okay, and Smek, I assume they've got you. You're doing the wagon around back, and you're going to park in underneath the window that is to the room. Okay. All right, so you open up the room. It's comfortable, not well, not crappy.
Perception check on the room just to see if there's anything that seems out of the ordinary.
Okay.
As I walk into the room. What's my perception? Perception. 21.
Oh man, you guys, good perception. Yes, you notice one thing that seems a little odd. As soon as you walk in, on the far left wall, near the corner, up towards the ceiling, you see what looks to be like a copper wire going down and connecting to some plate of steel that's embedded in the wall.
So I'm gonna
Are they shooting porno here? What's going on?
and do an investigation check on that wire and piece of steel in the wall. Where's my investigation? 17.
Okay, so are you touching and feeling around to see what it is?
Looking at it, I have not touched it yet.
Well, looking at it, you can't tell anything other than what I described. It's a copper wire connecting to a steel-like plate that's in the wall.
Okay.
Does anyone have
When I
detect
say
magic?
steel-like, I mean it's like that big.
I don't have detect magic.
Detect magic?
I do not have that yet, no. Because I'm only at second level, so I don't have that as an option yet. I don't believe. And if I did, I didn't prepare it, so.
Yeah, I don't have it prepared.
Okay.
I do have it as an option, but I do not have it prepared.
So no one has it? Okay, so what else you want to do? By looking, that's all you can do.
I'm gonna mention what I spotted and ask the others what they make of this, and see if anybody.
It goes up into the ceiling?
The copper wire does, yes.
And then there's a steel plate. Like, how big a steel plate are we talking about?
I told you, it's about that big around.
Okay.
And it's flat, flush against the wall, so people might not notice it.
Well, it's flat, flush against the wall. I mean, you'll notice if you look right at it, but most people won't.
How thick is the wire?
It's probably about a 12 gauge.
Can we cut the wire?
You can certainly do it if you want to.
All right, I guess
Anything else in the room besides the beds?
Yeah, there's a couple beds, or well, I say a couple. There's two beds that are beds. There's two couches that pull out. There's a couple of chairs, really
It's a good way
comfy
not to get
chairs
pregnant.
with ottomans, and there's a
Appreciate that.
nightstand between every bed and between the furniture. So there's a nightstand on either side of everything.
What are the nightstands have drawers, or is it just a table?
Half of them have drawers.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna open all those.
Can I use Mage Hand to try to see what's going on with this thing on the wall?
Yes.
If couches don't pull out, that's how you end up with love seats.
Yeah.
So you do Mage Hand, and what are you doing?
I'm just aiding Uguay's investigation, so he doesn't have to literally touch it. But I'm just gonna kind of see if Mage Hand could pull it off the wall or peel it back.
Mage Hand touches it. It's metal. It is steel, and it can't get a good grip. But if you could slide something in there like a knife, yeah, you could probably get to it and pull it out if you wanted to, or cut it if you had some, a dagger or some scissors.
All right, I hand Mage Hand my dagger,
You Mage Hand your dagger.
and I try to peel it up with it.
Okay, so you're just coming at with the Mage Hand, the knife, and you're cutting the wire, or you're going to try
No,
and
I'm just going to pry it off the wall.
Okay, you're going to try and pry the plate off the wall.
Yeah.
All right, as soon as your Mage Hand gets up there, you slide the dagger in. This huge spark comes out, and the knife shoots backwards out of the Mage Hand.
It's like electrical of some sort.
Alec, what happened? He's like got the knife in him and he's falling down.
Does it seem to be like singed or short circuited or anything?
What, the dagger or the?
No, the device.
Wait.
No, it just seems to be there with maybe some scratches from the blade cutting on it, but that's about it. You didn't say you tried to cut the wire, so the wire's still connected.
Okay.
And if it was 9:30, 8:39 when you guys got there, I would say now it's about 9:30, 9:45.
So I guess
I'll take the couch. Only 4 feet tall.
we can take a couch. Okay. I guess, yeah. You'll find a couch.
I'll sit in a chair. There's some chairs you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll sit in a chair. I don't need to sleep. So I'll sit in a chair.
I guess that's true. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So you can just do an hour if you want, but you'll get hit with more exhaustion.
No, yeah.
No.
And so
You should sleep
how are you
first.
guys doing the sleeping arrangement tonight here in the room?
I'll take the first watch, and I'll go for the longest chunk of time. So I'll do
No,
like a 5. What's that?
I was a statue, so how does that when I came out of that,
You're fine.
You're well rested.
I'm well rested, so I can take second shift.
All right, so you'll take second watch?
Yeah.
Okay. How long is your watch, Duke?
I think if we
4
do,
hours, so I assume your watch is 4 hours?
that sounds fair.
Okay, so that means in order to get 8-hour night, you can't do more than 2 hours, I would say, clickbait after he does his 4. That way you get in a full 8.
I mean, I'm already I didn't use anything.
So if you do the final 2 hours, then Alec can get the whole night.
Yeah, and I'll just do the. So I'll do the final.
And Smek, you're outside. You're just gonna have to sleep and
Yeah,
do work.
I'm gonna sort of, put all my nice possessions, in a
in your
pack.
pouch and in your thing.
Well, no, and then I'm going to lay on top of it.
Oh, okay.
It'll be like on the car.
It's in a pouch, and you're on the pouch, and yeah. Okay, it all disappears into your belly button.
Get any of my stuff.
And you and Alec and the bird are spooning outside.
Wait,
I think
Alex up with me. He's not sleeping in the car. No way.
All right. So for the first 4 hours where Duke is awake, absolutely nothing happens, and you're all sleeping for those 4 hours. You need to go and wake up Clickbait. So you do that for his 2 hours. Then you just I assume sit back down in the chair and meditate like you need to. All right, so clickbait, you're up. You got 2 hours. You look around, waiting for something to happen. Absolutely nothing is happening at all. And then your 2 hours is up, and you got to go, and you need to wake up Oogway. So wake up Oogway to take over the final 2 hours.
I'm awake. I'm awake. All right, so I'm up.
Sorry.
You hear that coming from outside.
I'm gonna.
Goddamn biker gangs. Are they making another Fast and the Furious again?
Well, I'm gonna look outside and see what I see.
All right, well, you see these giant bat-like wings looking down, and they see this wagon with this duck-looking thing and a giant inside, and then what lands is a 12-foot tall gargoyle, and then all of a sudden, again, you hear from the other side, coming from the opposite direction, an adult 15-foot tall gargoyle landing down. They're about to attack your boy Smek.
So,
I assume that woke me up?
I assume that woke
That
everyone.
woke everyone up, but in case it didn't, I assume Oogway's going to wake everyone up.
Okay.
Yeah. So his Snack. I assume Snack awoke when this happened.
Yes,
right?
he awoke.
Okay.
Um,
All right. So
do we have time to do anything before they attack him?
I would say you don't have time because you're just hearing this. You haven't actually seen it. Oogway's the only one that's seen it. And Smek, you hear it, you wake up, but you're prone at the moment. So the 12-foot one, at least, is going to get an attack on you. So it's going to go down with a claw attack and give you a slash. So let me roll for that, and then we can do initiative, and everyone can come out and do whatever you need to do. So does a nat 20.
Critical hit.
Yeah, so that hits. And that's going to be a
No.
20.
So how long into my watch was this? Because how long do you have to?
As soon as you got woke up, it happened.
All right, so I'm still up.
Yeah, you're
So-
still up.
My point is, so 6 hours. Snack, was that long enough for you to get a long rest in?
Well, he didn't really need a long rest, I don't think.
So he did, because he got in that other fight and got knocked out,
Yeah.
and we didn't completely heal him. That's why I'm asking the question.
No, well, for it was 2 hit points he was missing. He's got those back.
Okay.
But he also leveled up too, so he has the new set of hit points.
Okay. I was just checking. I couldn't remember how much.
Yeah, that's okay. Everybody should be at full health until I,
Unless
smack
I
you
say
again.
otherwise.
Yeah. So that nat 20 does 20 damage slashing.
Jesus.
Yeah, gargoyles you don't want to play.
Oh, yeah.
So we have a 12-footer next to the wagon.
That's what she said.
Yes, and on the other side, about 10 feet from the wagon, a 15-footer.
Okay.
Are you rolling initiative?
Well, I'm waiting for him. Are you good? You got that wrote down, Ralph?
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, roll initiative, and I'm gonna roll 1 initiative for the 2 of them.
Which is it? What dice do we roll?
20 plus
D20.
the
D20,
bonus.
add your initiative bonus.
Yeah.
6.
All right. So you said how much?
I roll a 6.
Okay.
What's your initiative bonus though?
Oh, initiative bonus.
Should be plus your dexterity.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. 2. So that'd be an 8.
8. Okay, you're an 8. All right. Who has
I also
8
rolled,
to 12?
I rolled an 8. Also,
Okay. So what's your dexterity, Oogway?
Mine's +1.
No, what's your number?
12.
Dexterity number. 12?
Dexterity number is 12.
12. And what's yours, Clickbait?
14.
Okay, so Uguay goes last, then out of the two of you, that is.
Yeah.
All right, so who has 12 to 15?
I have a 13.
Okay, so that was Warlock, the 13. All right, and then who's got 15 to 20?
I got a 17.
16.
Okay, so 16 is Duke, 17 Smek, and they all rolled they both got a 6, so they are last in line. Okay, so top of the order, Smek. I
Okay.
assume that hurt.
Yeah, it didn't feel good.
Well, that
Um,
Uguay got hit. Smek got hit?
Yeah, Smek's
Yeah.
the one that he was in the
I
way.
was looking out.
Okay. I thought somehow they blasted through the window at you or something. I was like, what is
No.
going on?
No.
All right, so Snek took a hit again.
Yep.
Poor guy.
And I am going to attack the 12-footer.
All right. It's within 5 feet of you because it had to be to do its claw attack.
Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
All right. 9 damage.
Okay.
Does a 18 hit?
Yes, that just hits.
Okay. That will be 13 damage.
Okay.
Well, just a second.
Well, more or less.
Let's see if I forgot what give me a second. I'm trying to pull something up. I didn't write it down on my notes.
It's all right. We've all been there. I'm working with a clipboard and yellow paper. So while he's figuring that out, Duke, you're on deck. You're next.
Yeah, I wanted to understand my options because we're on a second story. We've got a window to look outside. I don't know if it opens or closes and how steep the fall is, or if I need to run all the way through.
Uguay, I assume, Uguay, you or Clickbait One already opened it to see what that sound was and look out.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
the window
already open.
opens. Okay.
You're
How,
maybe,
what's
You're like-
the
what'd you say, Smack?
I'm muttering to myself.
Oh, so we're good. You're good with your turn.
Well, no, I'm gonna action surge.
Ooh, you get another attack.
Yep. And 19, which is a critical for me. Because I took champion and improved critical.
Go for it.
Got, 13, 26 damage.
All right. Okay. So now that's you good or?
My turn. Yep.
All right. So Duke, it's you. You're about 8 foot, I would say, from the window, and then probably another 10 foot down to the ground. And then there's a guardrail right there that's been damaged, and then there's one that hasn't been touched 10 feet to the left.
And if I want to get down there, it's just a free jump. There's nothing to climb down or grab on.
Yeah, it's
or
just a
swing
jump.
or-
You'll land on the wagon. You'll be good.
versus running down through the stairs through the
You
establishment.
don't
out
have the
front
movement
door.
to get there in one turn.
Yeah, no way. I didn't think I did.
Yeah. But that's your only option. You like I said, one way out, one way in.
Yeah. Well, I'll definitely use my movement to go to the window.
Okay.
You said one of them has been injured. How's he faring? Does he look close to death? Is he looking spry and unharmed?
She is angry.
Okay. Been there. Is that the bigger one? The mom? Is that what you said?
No, that's the 12-foot one. The male is the 15-foot one.
Gotcha. I'm gonna. Well, how far away are they?
From you getting to the 12-foot one, it's you've already used up 8 foot of your speed to get to the window. It's just 10 more feet.
10 more feet, so that's easy range for the arrow. Okay. Yeah, I'll fire an arrow. I'll go for that for now.
Just a straight arrow.
Well, I don't have any gay ones, but I'm fine either way.
Well, I
Not
meant
that there's anything wrong with
magical. It's just a regular.
No,
arrow.
I don't have any magical arrows.
Okay.
Roll
then.
Could you sneak attack though?
Yes, you can sneak attack with an arrow. Yeah. You can do a ranged sneak attack. Yes.
Are you going to?
Yeah. Well, yes. Got to hit it first. Does a 16 hit?
No.
Jesus.
You miss.
16 doesn't hit? Jesus, I think we're about to die.
And it saw where that came from, and it is not happy.
That's okay. My turn? You got anything else?
Well, it depends. Duke, are you doing anything else?
Well, I get my bonus action to disengage if I want, but that doesn't help in this particular instance. I'll use it to hide, which means I can scurry behind the curtain there and then can't see me easily.
All right, then. Warlock, you're next.
Okay. About how wide is the alleyway?
Like from your building to the next building?
Yeah.
About 20 feet.
And which way is Sneck facing?
Like his head?
Yeah.
Yeah. He is facing to the right. If you're looking out the window, he's facing to the right.
Okay. But he's facing down the alleyway, correct?
Well, it depends what's down the alley. It's an alley.
Well, but he's not facing a wall.
No, he's not facing. The alley has no wall on either end. It's just an alley.
Okay. I am going to use my I'm going to use my sorcery points to cast darkness.
Okay.
Directly on Sneck.
Okay.
So it creates a 15-foot sphere of impenetrable darkness. Creature with dark vision can't see through this darkness, and non-magical light can't illuminate it.
Okay.
And it says, if the point you choose is on an object you are holding or one that is being worn or carried, the darkness emanates from that object and moves with it. So I'm going to cast it on one of his axes, I guess.
Okay.
And then I'm going to yell to Sneck to run forward.
Okay. That's your turn?
No. Because I can use because I cast it with my sorcery points, it is a bonus action.
All right. So
I still and luckily, because I'm a shadow sorcerer, I can see through the darkness. And so I am going to shoot a firebolt at the gargoyle that's in the darkness with him.
Okay.
With advantage. That is not going to do it.
Okay.
That is a 12.
Yeah, that wouldn't do it.
Okay.
Do you end your turn now?
Yes.
All right. So clickbait, you're next.
Okay. Now,
you are at the window.
Just to make sure.
So you have.
I have dark vision, but I can't see through the black that you just put on Snick.
Correct.
Okay.
Right.
So I can only attack the other one.
Okay. Well, let me tell you what you see when you look out. You got a 10-foot drop. You already know.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say about 5 feet of it at the bottom is obscured by the darkness emanating from Smeck. And you can't see one gargoyle because it's in the darkness that he's radiating. but you can just make out the gargoyle, the 15-footer that hasn't been touched yet, on your right side looking out.
Okay.
And because it's 10 feet away, I would say you'd have to use up 20 feet of movement to get to it.
Okay. So since I'm only 4 feet tall and jumping blindly out of a window, I don't think that's going to be a good call. So I would use my
10 foot shouldn't hurt you even if you're 4 foot. So I'm not going to make you have any damage if you choose to do that.
But if I jump into the black, I can't see through it anyways.
Yeah, but you know which direction to go. I mean, you don't have a 2 intelligence or anything.
Okay. Well, just for giggles, I'm going to cast a guided bolt
Okay.
at the one that I can see.
All right. Go for it.
All right. So that's a 20 die, right?
Uh-huh.
$18.
All right, and add your spellcasting modifier to it.
Spellcasting modifier.
It should be at the top of one of those pages. Your spellcasting ability, spellcasting modifier, 12 DC.
Oh, okay. All right. So I have 8 plus wisdom plus 2 is 12.
All right.
Oh, wait,
That's your
wait,
DC.
hold on. No, I said that wrong. Is that a spellcast bonus?
It should look like this. It's the number all the way on the right.
All right. So I got a 4. I'm sorry. I got a 4.
All right.
So it's the 18 plus 4, which is 22.
All right, so that will beat the armor class. So you fire your guiding bolt. This electrical twirling bit of bolt just comes out, hits the gargoyle. And absolutely nothing happens. He just shrugs it off and smiles evilly up at you, knowing that you're the one that hit it.
Did nothing. Okay. I'm gonna feel I'm gonna be a statue again. Okay.
All right. Does that end your turn, or do you have something else you want to do?
To be honest, I don't know.
Action, if you have something you can do during a bonus action.
No, I'm okay. I mean, there's not much I can do.
So-
Uruguay, you're next.
Got it.
So
Light does nothing to them.
Sorry.
Say what?
No.
Light does nothing to the gargoyles.
Well, that was a guided bolt, so that electrical. What kind of
guided
damage?
bolt
was
is
that?
not electrical.
It's light, a flash of light.
radiant.
Yeah, the flash of light.
It's radiant.
It's radiant damage.
It's a
Okay, well,
flash.
yeah,
It's a flashlight.
It did
A flash
nothing.
of-
It
a
just
flash of light
it
streaks
bounces. The gargoyle has its wings done up like this, and it hits his shoulder on his wing that's cupped over and
Well, I just, yeah. Just,
dissipates.
what
Nothing
kind
happens.
of? What kind of? Just trying to figure out what it's actually resistant to. Like, is it because it's not electrical?
Well, fire a different kind of damage. Find out.
Well, the whole thing seems. Okay.
Unless you want to do a quick roll as your action to investigate that or perceive that, I guess, whichever one you want to try. But that would take up your action. So what do you want to do?
I don't know. This whole thing seems sort of
Like we're supposed to lose it.
like we're supposed to die. Yeah, it sort of seems that way. Let's see, or at least Smek's supposed to die because, yeah, these things are. Given I'm a level 2, I don't exactly have anything that does much. I guess I will. Do I want to do a spell or do I want to do? Well, since Warlock told him to run, I'm going to cast Entangle on the big one, or basically in the space where the big one is.
Okay. And remind me what do I need to do?
Grasping weeds and vines sprout from the ground 20 foot square, starting at the point with range for the duration. The creature in the area you cast a spell must succeed in a strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangling plants until the spell ends.
So I have to do a strength saving throw.
Yes.
All 13.
Okay, so we have 13 as the save.
All right, so he manages to break free.
Yeah.
All right. What else you doing?
Nothing, I guess.
Okay, so that would mean it is their turn, and the gargoyle, that's the 12-foot one, the little one, is considering how they have true sight, is going to go and attack Smack with a multi-attack. That's a claw and bite.
Does true sight work that way?
It's either true sight or another sight lets you work through even darkness. You can see through it.
Yeah, but this is not just normal dark.
It's a spell.
Yeah, even magical darkness. Magical darkness. It lets you see through it. Or I can just use the big one and attack one of the other guys, and we don't worry about it.
Well,
True sight is a type of sense that only a small number of creatures possess. Creatures with true sight could, out to a specific range, see in both normal and magical darkness.
there you go. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So that may actually miss. Well, actually, no, it won't. 19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Oh, sorry, that's my phone. All right. So I'm going to roll to hit for the other one, and then I'll do damage. All right. The claw is rolling now. And that was an 18 plus what it is to hit. So it definitely hits you, I know.
Yep.
All right. So the damage is, I just do the average. That's total from the bite and the claw, 20.
Okay.
Are you still conscious?
Yep.
Wow. All right.
Barely. But,
That ends the 12-foot one's turn. Now it's the 15-foot one's turn. And it's going to unfurl its wings and go up in the air and fire a chaos bolt down at the wagon area where that was. And a chaos bolt is from the Xanathar's Guide. So let me get it up and I'll read it to you. All right. The chaos bolt is a hurl an undulating, warbling mass of chaotic energy at one creature in range. Range is 120 feet, so you're definitely in range. So I have to first roll to see if I hit. And these creatures don't have really any bonus at all, so I just have to roll and hope that I hit. Okay, that's going to be a 14.
Does not hit.
All right. So that is both of their turns then. We go back up. Smack, it's your turn now.
Okay.
So you have one on the ground. Its wings are done up, doing claw and bite attacks. Then there's one in the air above you, sort of at an angle, wings undone, obviously hovering. And that's your lay of the land. And you can't see a thing because you're in darkness.
Yeah. I am going to use my bonus action for second wind.
Okay.
I forget how many it does. Give me just a second. I forget how the bonuses get added onto it. I know it's a 1d10, but I don't remember. 1d10. Okay, so that restored 12 hit points.
Sweet.
Okay. What's it? 20? Okay. And then I am going to run. Because that's what I was told to do. I'll run 35 feet down the...
You're just going to run 35 feet down the alley?
Yep.
All right. Well, since it can see you and it's 5 feet from you, it's going to get an opportunity attack.
Yep.
So it's just gonna do one attack with a claw. That's it.
Yep.
So we'll see if it even hits. Yeah. It's like a 25 or whatever. That's definitely going to hit.
Okay.
So that's 10 slashing right at your back.
You could probably. You still have an action though, right?
Yeah. I guess I should have. Just a second. Sorry. I guess I should have attacked it before I ran, but that's a little bit late now. So I guess that'll be the end of my turn.
I mean, you could. Can't you dash?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Sorry. I wasn't even thinking about that. Dash, so I'll go 70 feet instead of 35.
Okay. Well, you're going to dash around the corner, I assume, because that takes you out of the alley into the street.
Yep.
Okay, so you're just going to curve in like towards the entrance.
Well, you said the alley just sort of went straight.
Yeah, I know the alley went straight, but there is a point. I mean, 75 feet, it's out in the middle of the street. Or do you just want to go straight and get to the street?
Well, I'm in darkness. I just figured there might be another
Oh,
alley.
yeah, you are. I forgot. It's on your axe. It travels with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I was
you're
thinking
just in
there's
the middle of the street, but you don't know that. So
Well, I mean, I figured is there not alleys? Is it not divided up into blocks?
Like if
Yeah,
he
just-
you're on the end of a block, so it goes right out to the street. But you can't tell anything because you're in darkness. So,
But I was going the other way. You said it just sort of went on.
Is there another alley on the other side of the street? I think is what he's saying.
Because I'm
No.
not facing the front.
So he hits a wall.
well, he doesn't hit the wall, but if he continues going forward without turning, yeah, there's a fence, not a wall.
So there's another street behind the.
Oh, this is getting confusing. Let me just draw it.
Okay.
He ran to the back, not to the back out.
I ran to the back.
He didn't
Because
run
you
to the
said-
street in front of the inn. He ran to the back of the inn, is what he's trying to tell you.
Well, he ran whichever way he was facing already.
Yeah. Okay. So this is what we got.
Oh, that's washed out. We can. Oh,
There you
we're
Okay,
seeing
go
the
down.
numbers, not the.
go.
There you go.
Okay.
So you are here.
Yes.
You were facing this way.
Yes.
So that's where you're going. And then
Yes.
there's no more, there's just a fence over here. There's no more buildings. All the buildings, this is a corner, are this way.
But you said there was still an alleyway that kept going that way. You said I wasn't facing a dead end or anything.
Well, no, I mean, there's a large alley. It's just you ran 75 feet, get you out of the alley even,
Okay.
is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay, so that's your turn then?
Yep.
Duke?
So the darkness is gone.
Yeah, you see them both now.
Right. Yeah, I guess I'll fire again.
Which one? The one on the ground or the
one that's
flying?
injured. Yeah, let's try to put one of these damn things to bed. Well, 17. One better.
That just cancels out and hits.
There you go. All right. Let's see here. Let's get this. Let's get buck wild now. Let's see. Let's do some damage. All right, 18 damage with the sneak attack bonus.
Okay, so that's just really like an arrow.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Good grief, how strong are these things? Because Sneck did a lot of damage earlier.
Okay. So do you do anything else, or is that it? Because that's an action and bonus with the sneak, right?
The sneak attack. I don't think that's considered my bonus action. No.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, you can't do another sneak attack unless you actually get down there.
Because
FYI, or someone or your friends gets down there.
oh, you're saying because of the rule regarding the distance, but that I think.
But that darkness had just lifted, so you're good for that sneak attack. I'm just saying for any future, you got to have someone near them.
Right, I know for the normal one, but not with rakish audacity. My rakish audacity, you don't need advantage on the rolls for your sneak attack against a creature if you are within 5 feet of it and no other creatures. So if I'm close enough, I don't need to have anybody else.
You're not within 5 feet of it though, but you're good for that sneak attack, so we don't have to worry. You can't do another sneak attack. So.
Isn't it 12 feet tall?
Yeah, it's as tall as the window. Like we're literally like looking at it in the eye.
Oh, we just poke it in the eye.
I was aiming for the
right.
I was aiming for the boob.
Okay. Well, what else you want to do, or is that your turn?
So all I see is like this ball of blackness just kind of run down the street there.
Yeah, and then this female gargoyle is just kind of like
one of them is flying up high,
well, not high, but flying up.
And the other one's like basically at eye level with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. It didn't notice you until you shot it.
Well, there you go. I don't understand how we're supposed to win this fight. This is concerning.
I don't think we are, but we've got to keep fighting until we die.
We're clear we're not supposed to.
Then, yeah, I guess I'll use my bonus action and do the hide. So I'll duck back in and disengage.
All right, you did 18 damage to the 12-footer?
Yes, sir.
And this thing's still kicking?
Apparently.
Mm-hmm. Warlock.
All right. I'm going to end my concentration on my darkness since it's not doing anybody any good at this point.
Okay, so immediately, Smek, this darkness lifts, and you're like, whoa! And you're in the middle of the street facing a fence, and the path is behind you.
Okay. I guess I'm just going to shoot another firebolt at the one right in front of us.
Okay.
And I'm going to miss.
Okay. Anything else?
Not this turn. No, I don't have any other actions I can take.
Clickbait. You're up.
Okay. I'm going to use, since he's basically at the window. I'm going to drop my shield and pick up my crossbow.
Okay.
And I miss with the 1.
I'm not gonna. I won't do anything for that critical miss.
That's embarrassing.
You're basically shooting at point blank, and you just.
It's like,
Yeah.
First time holding that thing, clickbait.
I can't.
Is that in your turn, or you got something else?
To be honest, I'll talk to you guys after this about if there's other things. I mean, I don't. So I'll just say that's my turn, unless I just dodge
things
behind a
you can
window.
do on your turn. You can move up to your speed. You can take one action. You can communicate with speech, gestures, or both. Or you can interact with one object or feature of the environment if you wish. And actions in combat, you can attack, cast a spell, dash, disengage, dodge, help, use a magic item, ready yourself, hide. And then you have a bonus action, which is the same as your action, but it would, whatever you got, like any spells or anything or any weapons, it would say bonus action on the blurb on how to use it.
They're like necklaces.
So I can still.
Like necklaces.
So I can still do it. I can still do a spell
If it's
If
a
it's-
bonus action to cast, yes.
Yeah. But it has to be a bonus action.
It'd be a bonus.
Yeah, it should-
All
it
right,
should
I'll,
tell you.
I'll just peg a finger getting out of the way.
All right. Well, in that case, Oogway.
Okay. I guess I will cast Ice Knife on it.
What?
You create a shard of ice and fling it at one creature within range. Make a range spell attack. Let's see if I hit, and then
Okay.
and then that'll. There's also a
And you're going after which one?
the one right in front of me.
Okay.
That's an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so on a hit, the target takes 1d10 piercing damage. Hit or miss, the shard then explodes, and it has to make a dexterity saving, or it'll take additional cold damage, half on a save.
All right. So that ice.
Roll the d10 first, and then I'll roll the.
Well, you don't have to worry about it because that ice hits it on its shoulder where its wing is and does absolutely nothing.
You said it was a hit.
I rolled a hit, so it does nothing.
I said it
So
beats its
resistant
normal
to
attack.
everything, and this is pointless. Got it.
So it doesn't take magic.
There you go.
It's not magic. It's an ice shard. Like I created it with magic, but it's an ice shard. It's a physical object that hits it.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, roll your damage because you definitely hit it.
I was gonna say because
My bad. I was thinking spell attack, and I'm like, okay, spell magic.
yeah, no, this is you create a shard of ice.
Okay, I
The
got
other
you.
one he cast earlier was light.
Yeah.
It wasn't, Well, I mean, I guess technically it was magic, but it's light.
All right. So
Well, you can make an argument on ice better.
okay. So that's going to be 9 on the piercing damage from the ice, and then it explodes. So the target has to make a dex saving throw. And I'll roll the 2d6 to see whether or not it takes additional damage. Or what the additional damage is. The dex save is 13, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, it's not going to make that.
Okay. Well, no, it takes 5 additional. So 14 total.
Okay. Well, it would be. Or are you doing anything else on your turn?
No, that's it.
Okay. Well, it would be their turn, but all of a sudden, there's another 3 windows that come bursting open, and different things come out, like arrows and everything else. You have the woman that was in room number 4 is a mercenary. The one that was in room number 2 is a fighter. And the one that was in room 1 is also a fighter. So they've got weapons and they all fire and attack at the one you just injured. And it is drop dead on the ground. And then the other one sees that and just flies away. It doesn't want to deal with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of you, even though it's not taking really any damage. The other one just dropped dead. So it's scared and he runs off and goes away. So you have this gigantic, 12-foot, Smack is the only one that doesn't think it's gigantic, corpse of a gargoyle lying on the ground, and everyone roll a perception that can look at it.
$23. No,
Okay,
22.
that's 23 way high enough. You see it had a pouch on it, and there's something inside the pouch.
Another 80 gargoyle.
Like a leather pouch or like a marsupial's pouch?
No, I'm sorry, my bad. Like a leather, like on a belt, a leather pouch, and it looks
Okay.
like it
Well,
has
if
some
Smet
stuff in
come
there.
back yet? If he comes back, I'll tell him to check it out.
If who?
If Smet comes back, I'll tell him to check it out.
Well, that's up to Smek. Smek, you coming back?
Once I see them, the one fly away, I'll come. And the ones down, I'm coming back.
Okay. So do you?
I'm going to tell Smet to check out the leather pouch on its belly.
So I'll check out the leather pouch.
The other
Okay.
one is gone. Like it's not even in sight anymore.
No, it just took
Flew
off.
away. Okay.
There were 8 of you, and y'all seemed harder to kill than they thought it was going to be. So it left. All right. So you look at the pouch, and you pull out these, to you, little scroll pieces. What it looks like with a strange writing on it. You have no idea what it says, but you do know it looks that they have a glimmer about them. You think there's something magical, and you have 3 different people that you can take it to in your party.
So
I'm going to
I'll
say have Smet hand it to us through the window.
Yeah, I was going to hand it to him through the window.
Hand it to.
Uguay, since he's the one that told me to get it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you said Uguay because you know exactly what those are.
Okay, I do.
Yes.
What are they?
They are, well, I assume you're going to tell the others, so I won't bother texting you.
Yeah, you can tell. I will. I'm not going to hide it from the other.
They are construct scrolls of different constructs that have been made.
Okay.
And you notice one of them in particular, I assume you read my message I sent you as
Yeah.
Okay. So one of them you notice.
Okay.
And I would say there's 4 there.
4 construct scrolls. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So
I guess
what would you like to do?
I guess I'm not sure. Out of character, I don't know what they do. So I don't know. Like
I know you don't know what they do, but you know because of what they are, someone who does.
Right. But I guess what I'm saying is like I'm a little confused. I'm sorry.
Can you communicate with your witch mom?
Well, yeah. I mean, well, not necessarily. She does not like she's not gonna like. It's not like instant messaging. Like I can send a message through the book, and at some point, but like no, I would not expect like an instant reply. That's not the way that works.
I would say you don't expect it, but it could be an instant reply.
Right, but
magic.
I don't know that I would instantly send a message. Like I don't know that I would see that as a rush to do that based on what you're telling me here. So I guess I'm confused if there's something I'm missing something here. So I would tell the group what they are, that they're construct scrolls, and that would be used to, but yeah,
Make this construct.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, to make a construct.
To imbue life into one?
Yeah,
I guess I assume that's what he's saying that they are.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying by it is what is inside of you and Smek that make you be.
Yeah.
So if you want to read what they are for or where they are from, you're going to have to talk to someone that knows more about them than other than just what they are.
Yeah. So, but
Which
given that
means
we
you
had
have-
a fight, I'm not like I wouldn't like immediately like sit down and write in my book. That's not something.
Well, I'm just going to tell you, look behind the screen, you got 2 options. You can write your person, or you have a business card.
Business card. I don't have a business card.
Yeah,
From
Duke has
the,
one.
the guy we met on the
Oh,
road, the guy who I didn't like.
Well, no, I would like knowing what they are. I would talk to my person. I'm just wouldn't do it necessarily immediately. I don't know that there's a rush. I guess I'm confused, but like,
Well, there is no rush. That's up to you. I'm just letting you know that is how you would find out.
okay.
But anyway, what do the rest of you do? Do you have anything to say to that or anything? Because he told you what they are.
I say I'm going back to bed.
Pretty
Me
much.
too.
Yeah, keep them and
Because
I
Sneck
definitely need
needs
to
another
get
long
rest.
rest.
yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
So
So I'm
I guess
gonna.
we're sleeping the day
I guess
away.
technically it's my turn to the watch, so I would probably set up and watch, and then I might pull my book out, I guess, and would probably write something. So
All right. Well, you go through your watch. If you want to write anything, go ahead and do that. But as you guys wake up, you notice Smet, he sort of has this glow about him. It's really weird, and his eyes are black, like solid black, no white or anything. And
his
then
eye.
as soon as all of you wake up, it's like, did I see that or did I not? Because now he's fine, and I literally mean he's fine. He's back 100% health.
Okay, so okay.
Weird.
So he's been contaminated by a gargoyle. Got it.
Or
He's
he's
gonna turn
being
into some
or
kind
he's
of night
being
monster.
he's being healed remotely.
Oh, no, that could be.
Question.
Yes.
Since I slept, I watched, we fought, and now we slept again. I guess. Do I get
You
that?
don't have anything you have to do with your health because you didn't lose any. But if you got another 2 hours, that counts for a short rest. So you got that one spell you used
Okay.
back. So you're good to go.
But
I did not.
so
No.
I'm,
Good way to
I'm-
Not sleep for
I
a long
didn't.
rest again.
Do what?
Did we not take like another long rest?
I mean, I guess we don't have to get up and do anything that day.
Yeah.
well, you got magically healed all the way.
Yeah, you
I know,
guys-
but
Does he have any awareness of how that happened or what happened to
No,
him?
he has no idea. But he also is just a fighter, so he doesn't have to have a long rest for anything. He's all
Yeah,
good
I
to go.
do for my second wind and my
Yeah, and I do for my sorcery points.
Oh well, yeah. That thing that happened got those back too somehow.
So I'm the only one down something. That's fine.
No,
I can deal with that.
because I didn't rest at all, so I'm down spells. So no.
Well, I can be awake, so I'll sit up. You guys crash.
So if you guys want to do another 4 hours or so while he's awake, you can, and that should be enough time for. That's 6 hours. I'll give you that as a long rest. If you want to do something for the day, or do you want to waste the whole day sleeping again? It doesn't matter to me because we'll do this. I'll feel like, okay, the day happened. You know, we're good to go.
And Morlock need to sleep for their stuff.
Yeah, I mean, but like we can, if we're going to spend another night in this town, we can walk around the town and just sleep tonight. Because I don't think we're hopefully going to get in any other.
I mean, that's the question: is do we want to spend another night in this town, or do we want to move along?
Do we get to meet the other three people in the rooms?
Yes, if you want to, they will probably be down having breakfast.
So why don't we let Oogway and Warlock sleep?
Well, it's a long rest or nothing for me because the only thing I need is my sorcery points back. So
Well, I was just thinking we could let you sleep, and then we could go do whatever we need to do in town, unless there was something you needed to do.
The question is there anything we need to do in town other than to move along?
I wanted to go to the smith and see if I couldn't sell this helmet.
Oh, okay.
That famous smith in the rock.
Well, if Duke, Smek, and Clickbait want to go and have breakfast, talk with the people, and go,
I can't go.
check out the knob, you can if you want.
yeah, I'm gonna hand out the window before I go back to sleep. I'm gonna hand the scimitar and the studded leather that I stole off the guy who I killed to Snek to sell as well.
Okay.
Okay, well then I guess I'll stay and rest as well if they're going to do that, so that I can get my spell slots back.
All right. So it's morning. What are the other three of you going to do? Sorry.
Well, I'm keeping watch for them, so I'm not going to let them just.
All right. So
Be
you're
unguarded.
chilling,
All right,
so
so-
you're knitting, you're whatever you do. So Clickbait, Smek, I assume you two, you want to. What do you want to do?
All right. Well, I'll go downstairs.
Okay.
Oh yeah, before you go, clickbait. I'm gonna ask you when you go downstairs before you leave the building. Just give me an update as what you find down in the main hall and everything.
Okay. All right. So I go downstairs now. This is gonna be a stupid question. All right? So he's a construct, a snick. So he's all set. He doesn't need anything. He's a construct.
Like as far as food goes?
Right.
Well, I mean, he's not going to die, but he will be weakened because he is a biological.
So I have to get him an egg sandwich or something.
I'll make a muffin.
Yeah, get some
Welcome
bagels.
for breakfast. Well,
A dozen.
I'll give him a dozen bagels. Okay. Okay. All right. So we go down. Yeah, I mean, two people sleeping. Duke is watching. Dookie over there is watching the two guys. Snick's out.
I'm not happy that this nickname is moving beyond Warlock. Okay.
So I go down and I'll order a bunch of coffees and I think a dozen bagels for a Snick, and I'll sit down and have some breakfast and maybe meet the three people who helped us out at with the gargoyles.
You're on mute.
Sorry. So you go downstairs, you turn the corner, and like we said, you see Horth Agora, the innkeeper. He's there doing his taxes, I guess. I don't know what he does at the where the room keys and everything are, the desk where you sign in. You see Yvonne, the servant girl, wiping down a table, and then you see sitting at one table, you see the two fighters, and then you see at another table the mercenary, and then you see someone that you didn't notice before. They must have just walked in this morning, and it looks like a priest praying over what looks to be the entrance to like a basement or wine cellar or something, in the corner. They're praying over it.
All right, so I should too, since the Duke wanted me to look around. Should I do a perspective roll over the main hall?
perception, you mean?
Perception. I'm sorry.
So what are you trying to perceive by looking at everything?
I just want to take it. I want to take a good look at the main hall.
What do you mean by hall? You mean the area where everyone's sitting down?
Yeah, where everyone's sitting, the main room.
See if you see anything noticeable.
Right.
Okay, give me a roll.
11 and 4, so that's 15.
Okay, so you don't really notice anything out of the ordinary, except it seems to be rather cold where the priest is praying over the cellar or wine cellar basement. Well, you don't know what it is yet because you haven't looked in there. And other than that, everything looks pretty kosher. Just everyone's the mercenary has her breakfast. She's eating it. The other two seem to be waiting on their food. They have drinks.
All right, so I sit at the table, the newly cleaned table.
Okay.
And I call what's the person's name who
her name is Yvonne, the servant girl.
Yvonne. Okay, I call her over, and I
9-8, old label, Secret Wars number 8.
no, that's not what I asked her because that's kind of weird. But anyways,
Yeah, I know exactly what that is.
I order something. I have to feed Snick, so I order something for him. But I asked her what is going on with the priest.
Okay. let me get my woman voice out. Oh, hello. Yes. The priest, you say? The priest is Yorat Hero. He comes here every morning and stays all the day just about it, praying over our wine cellar there. He has an angular face, It's matted golden hair and green eyes. That's what's underneath his priest robes there that you see. He wears tailored clothing underneath and a feathered hat, although he doesn't have it on now. And he lost his right eye to an injury, so we're not sure what he's praying about. We believe it might be he thinks that there are haunted catacombs underneath. People say that's what this place was built on, but we're not sure. But he thinks there's something evil, so he comes and tries to pray it away. He prays to Hebron, but nothing really happens. He's been doing it for weeks.
Is the preach? Well, I know. I want to talk to the 3 other people, but I also want to talk to the priest. So, can I approach the priest and ask him a question?
Yeah, you can ask him a question. Yeah, I don't guarantee what response he'll give you, but you can ask anyone a question.
Who should I ask first?
That I can't tell you.
I know. He's there most of the day, you said.
Uh-huh.
All right. So if he's there for the day, I will go to the first. Who's the closest to me? Where I'm
That
sitting?
would be the mercenary.
The mercenary, the female, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I go to her to say good morning and to talk about what happened last night.
All right, go for it.
So I ask. So hello, my name is Clickbait. How you doing? What is your name?
Okay. Well, before she answers, when you walk up on her, you know she's female, obviously, human, and a
Mhm.
mercenary. She has a long face with braided red hair, sharp brown eyes. She wears leather armor and wields a falchion fork. And you can tell she has haunted eyes and like she has a bad past or something. And she looks up at you and says, "Oh, hello. My my name's Neela Yaro. I was a mercenary, but some things happened, and anyway, I'm just here trying to find my way, and I noticed a gargoyle was attacking some poor man. So, well, I say man, he looked to be a giant, and anyway, I just did what I assume everyone was doing, just trying to kill them and get them to go away. They're very nasty creatures. We've heard them every night. This is the first time we've actually seen them in the city.
Okay. So this is the first time that they were in the city. So I ask her so is she traveling? Is she going somewhere?
I, my job as a mercenary, I was supposed to kill the Hydra that lives in the Great Hebron River, but it proved too much for me, and I, I lost my sister. So now I just live here in Nob here and do odd jobs around where I can find them, and just stay in my room here at the hotel. Uh, that's how I do my life right now. But Horthagora, he and his family. I don't know if you know this, but his whole family in every city owns a lot of the transportation. Like in it's all his cousins do the coach cabs there, and he is the richest man in Nob. So it is he who makes sure only his inn is open, and only 4 rooms right now, but that's because no one tends to want to stay in Nob unless they already live here because, well, the gargoyles are always yelling about, and, well, I'm afraid now that they have been in the city, the inn may not be full much longer.
Okay, so she lives in the city. She does. Okay, so all right. So thank you very much for helping us out. But I tell her that
Thank you.
Me?
Well, you helped out too. We were all fighting.
Oh yes, yes. But appreciate it. It was our friend who was down.
Sorry.
Who was down in the alley. So now I want to go to the other 2. They get the
Okay.
story about the 2 elves, right? They're elves. So again, I introduce myself. I asked, sorry. You're sleeping.
Role playing. Yeah.
Sorry if I'm boring you. I know it's the first time I'm doing this. Okay, so I asked them the same questions.
All right, so you come up on them, and let me see. One is a male elf fighter. He is tall and slender with gray hair and large gray eyes. He wears chainmail and wields a mace and short bow. And I'll get to that in a second. And the next fighter is another male elf. He has gray hair and green eyes, a cropped mustache, and he wears plate mail and wields a halberd. And when you ask them the question, the one guy gets up and said, "Hey, good morning yourself. What's it to you?" And the other one chimes in with, "Hey, have you seen any wolves?"
Wolves. Okay. So you like wolves, huh? So I mean, so why wolves?
Well, I'm trying to be a werewolf. I get power, man.
So he the plate guy is trying to be a werewolf.
The guy that has the mace, the chainmail, he's the one that he's trying to be a werewolf. Who knows if that'll actually work out or not? And the other guy just doesn't seem very friendly at all.
So I asked them. So why are they in? So I'll try again. Why are they in Knob?
Well, the first guy, he goes, "Because we want to be. Now shove off," and he shoves you back a little bit. So I mean, not it doesn't hurt you or anything. You just get shoved, and whoa, Alec got it gone.
Excuse me. I said, okay. I don't know. I'm trying to find out more. So again, I said, so all right. So I offer him to buy him something, coffee, breakfast, whatever. I'm trying to get more information on this guy. Than one guy.
The first guy just goes, gets up and goes upstairs to his room.
All right.
But there's still the second guy. And he's like, so, hey, you don't know anything about werewolves, but, man, you noticed the gargoyle last night? That was pretty awesome. We fought him off. We killed the woman. And then the dude that was flying just sort of went away. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah. You have a nice day. And I'm going to go ahead. I think he's just nuts.
Maybe.
Yeah. So I don't think he can offer it. So I asked him basically, why are you guys here? Since the other guy just took off.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out how to become a werewolf so I can have the power, man. I'm a power. And the other guy, I don't know, man. I wouldn't trust him. He seems very angry, and I think he may have murdered someone at some point, fleeing the law or something. I don't know. I wouldn't pick a fight with him.
Okay, so I said, thank you very much, and I go see the priest.
Okay.
Because this guy's not giving me anything. So I go to the priest, I say, excuse me, and I ask him what he's doing.
All right. And he stops and goes, "Oh, bless you, my child. Blessings from heaven. I'm a little busy right now, but, well, I suppose, what can I do for you? I'm trying to rid evil here."
So, okay, so why you're ridding evil, but why over this hole?
Well, there are supposedly haunted catacombs down here, and I don't want any evil to come out. Trying to keep all the spirits and any sort of creepy crawlies or any evil. I'm scared. I gotta keep it contained. I have to pray over this spot, make sure nothing comes out.
Like what?
Like ghosts, goblins, ghasts, different things, you know.
Is there a reason why you think there's ghosts, goblins, and other things in this hole?
Well, it's strangely cold, unlike the rest of the area, and I've heard things at night, growling and such, and it's got to be here. There's stories of hauntings from old days past. It's got to be here.
So does the owner know about you, why you're here, and all these things are happening in this hole?
Yes. He allows me to be here. I'm doing nothing. I'm just protecting people.
Okay. So I go. I say thank you very much. Continue your praying. I go pick up the stuff that I purchased. So I give Snick his
He's
bag of
outside
bagels.
the door, I guess, waiting on you.
Yeah. So I give him, and I go back upstairs. And I tell them.
He's waiting outside the door. You can just go out the front and meet him there, and y'all do whatever you want to do for the day.
All right. So I go out the front, give him his bag of bagels, and I go back inside to go upstairs and tell him what little information I have.
Okay. So
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh,
Be
yeah.
safe out there. These guys will be waking up here in a little bit.
Okay.
all right. So what are you guys going to do now? Anything, or we're going to wait and let the others wake up? What are we doing? I would say you spent the morning is gone now, so you got it's late morning and then the rest of the day.
No, I can. I mean, how much time are the Warlock and Uguay sleeping?
If I sleep less than 8 hours, then I will get nothing back, which is not a huge deal. But if I want to get my sorcery points back, I have to sleep 8 hours.
Early afternoon would be 8 hours for them. So say like 1 o'clock would be 8 hours for them.
But we're still in the morning.
Yeah, it's probably 10:30, 11.
So Dookie and I can switch. I can watch over the guys where the Duke did what he needed to do.
I didn't really have anything I needed to do.
All right, so what do we do?
I thought Sneck had an errand. Sneck had an errand. He was probably hoping somebody would go with him to barter because he's going to have trouble getting into any establishments.
I apologize for that. So I go back down the stairs. I bring him a napkin and wipe the cream cheese off his face. And
you mean like a tablecloth, right?
Yeah, a tablecloth. I said, let's go take care of your helmet. Knob.
In knob.
I got some studded leather too. I need to do something with.
Ooh.
All right. So where are you guys going?
I can wear studded leather.
To the knob.
To Darpa's defense, the armorer. Now, do you guys want to go now or just wait like 2 hours and everyone's awake?
I don't need to go.
Can I? Okay, the studded leather that came from Warlock, correct?
Yeah. Why do you not have studded leather already?
I only have regular leather.
Well, that's
but you need money
for a regular adult. You're too small. It won't fit you.
Oh, I have to get custom.
You are
operations going to cost me a mint.
Okay, so I take it then it's just smacking clickbait. You heading to Yarpa's then, okay? So we'll say you just fast forward there. That you see some people on the street now during the day. The city looks like it actually has some people in it now, but at night you notice no one was out, pretty much except that gang that you defeated. But there's people out and about now, and you get to Yarpa's, and it's the knob of that knob is named for coming out, and it's sort of opened at the front, and you can just even Smek can go inside, and then it comes down to a curve, and
does it end in a lonely sandbar?
And, so it does have it's pretty deep, but you can figure all that as you walk inside. So there's no actual doors or anything. It's so you both can just walk right on in, and as you do that, you notice different armors and weapons and everything else that you see. And about 50 feet ahead of you, you see the back wall of the knob, and there's not really a desk, but sort of a not an island either. Oh crap! What are they called? The counter.
Testicles.
The counter. Not desk. It's the counter, and you can, if you want to, you can go up to the counter and talk to Yarpa's himself, and see what is going on.
Sure.
All right. So you walk up to him, and you notice behind him on the wall is a breastplate that has intricate designs that look exactly like your helm from the Armor of Invulnerability.
Interesting.
So, do you have an interaction with him? You say anything?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. I'm a little slow here, so. I noticed you have another piece of this back there. I'm sure you would be interested in this. Then I hold up the helm.
Ah, that helm goes with this piece here, apparently. Are you looking to sell it, or are you looking to buy the breastplate? And maybe get the rest?
Well, I'm looking at selling or perhaps trading.
Trading? What do you have in mind? I'm more apt to trade than I am to sell.
I don't know. What do you have in great axes?
In great axes. Well, let's see here. What kind of great axe do you have there? You have two.
Just normal ones.
Just normal ones. Okay. Well, I have a small selection of great axes. I have three right over here. Yeah, my first one is just your standard great axe, but it has what I like to call curlicues on it, all designed with curlicues in the wood handle, and it's mahogany inlaid of oak. Very nice looking. And then I have a +1 great axe, and of course he doesn't say a +1. He gives it some weird name of something, but it's a +1 great axe. And then this one right here, this one. The third one I have is your standard great axe, but it has a magical incantation laid on it. It always returns to your hand when you command it to. You must attune to it, though. I do have to tell you that.
I thought for sure you were going to say you were going to give him a berserker's axe.
Well, I meant, this helm is very intricate. And
yes, there is the breastplate. Why don't you buy it?
Because I don't have a lot of money.
We have no money.
I don't know. You don't know what he's going to offer you for that sweet regular studded leather and scimitar.
Yeah, I was going to get to that later. What kind of a deal would you do for the helmet for the two better great axes?
I don't know if the armor. I don't have the rest of the armor, so even though I would have the helm and the breastplate,
Yeah, but just think if somebody else comes in here with one piece, the other piece, then you could either sell them both or you could have the whole set.
Well, I might be willing to. I might trade one of the special great axes.
Okay, what about how about this? My two great axes.
What else are you looking for? Just great axes?
Personally, yes. What about my two great axes and this helmet for your two better great axes? Mine are fine, serviceable great axes.
Yes, but I don't know if it's going to take a while maybe to sell the helm, and the great axes are lower quality than the ones I'd be giving you. So do you have anything else?
Not that is the only thing I have is, this. I have these that I'm selling for someone else.
I will say I would have told you to that to make a deal that is profitable for them. Like I'm not necessarily expecting the money back for them.
And then I'll show him the scimitar and the.
Well, I tell you what I do. If you give me the scimitar, your great axes, and the helm, I'll give you my +1 great axe. I call it Miss Bertha. And I'll give you the great axe with the magic incantation on it.
Okay. How much is a scimitar normally worth? I mean,
I have no idea.
this is out of character.
I have no idea. I'm just guessing. It's probably worth less than 5 gold.
The scimitar is worth 25 gold pieces.
Oh, really?
Okay. Well, that's what its sell price.
Yeah,
so
that's what you would buy it for.
I would half that. So that'd be like 13.
Well, I got 23 gold earlier, right? Whenever, or was that what was on?
Yeah, I have that at the moment.
Okay. So that was what was on everybody. I mean, it wasn't for everybody. That's just what was on him total. Okay. Okay. How much would you give for this studded leather?
I'd give you a gold. Now, if you want me to give a better option, you'll have to look up what it's worth.
It sells for 45 gold pieces.
Okay, then I would do 23. I'll give you 23 gold for it.
Make it 25 and we've got a deal. 25.
Studded leather.
25 for the studded leather, and then I'll trade the scimitar, my 2 great axes, and the helm for your 2 great axes. Nice big bundle deal. You look like a man that likes bundles.
Well, I suppose so. Yeah, all right, that's a deal.
I feel like you brought in your real world Comic-Con haggling into that conversation.
I did not. Okay, yeah, he said yes to that deal, so.
All right.
All right, so Clickbait has nothing to show for the trip, and you have 2 amazing great axes and gold.
Yep, which I'll give to Warlock and explain what went on and tell him I'll pay him back at a later date.
Is there anything else you want to do in Yarpas while you're here? You want to talk to him or anything? You want to buy anything? Clickbait? Same question.
I need 1 bolt.
A bolt.
A bolt.
I wasted 1 bolt.
How much is a bolt?
That was funny. Here, just have one. I have a spout.
All right. Thank you.
A bolt.
Yeah. Any other questions, or you want to buy or look around at the store?
I mean, we got time to kill, right? I mean, we got time.
No, you probably by the time we get back, we'll be up.
All right. So, Nick, what are you going to do?
I don't have any money, but I'm good for whatever. I got 2 great axes. I can come up with some money.
Didn't you got money for the...
Well, that's true, but it's...
So do you want to go back to the inn, or you want to look around more? Do you want to...
I'm fine with going back.
All right, well...
Hey, let's get the heck out of this town.
Kind of what I was thinking.
All right, let's go back then.
All right, so you go back. I'll say you just nothing major happens. You get back and you're there. Do you pull it around back and you talk through the window, or do you have them all leave the room, check out, and meet you outside?
I'll pull around back and Clickbait. I'll talk to him through the window and stuff.
Okay, so Clickbait, you go in the front door.
I'll go in the
walk up
back.
the stairs, and you knock on the door. I assume one of you guys is going to let him in, and then go.
All right. Let's get the heck out of this town.
Quite. I agree.
So you guys don't want to look what's going on in the wine cellar or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
Not really.
So then we get the hell out of here. Let's get the hell out of Dodge.
Nothing happening in this town technically is related to our mission, at least as far as we know. So
Yeah. Although it very well could be directly related to it.
it could be, yes. But at this stage, we have no way of knowing that. We just know we're supposed to get to.
Or it could be filled with treasure and experience points too.
This is true. I guess that's the question. Do we want to explore or do we want to just get the heck out of Dodge?
Well, to quote or paraphrase from The Princess Bride, we already know what the dangers are here, so we can live here for a while quite comfortably now, knowing how to avoid those.
Do we know how to avoid them?
This is right before we get attacked by a giant rodent.
Rodents of an unusual size.
I don't think they exist.
And with that, I think we'll just end tonight there. And that way you can figure out what you want to do next time, assuming there is one.
Well, we were going to give you 4 episodes at least. So
what are you going to?
I forget, I'm going to give Warlock his money.
Okay, I'm going to take.
Explain the situation.
I'm going to take that and the 23 gold that I got from the body and split it up among everybody.
Okay, I won't take, but like just 5 gold or so. Well, there's 23.
So
I'll take
it's
3.
48 gold total.
I'll take 3 of it.
Okay.
Just 3. So it'll divide up easier. And then that way, that sort of pays for the scimitar.
Everyone gets 11 gold.
11, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
And I get
money.
And I end up with 12.
Well, with that, I guess we'll see if there's 3 people watching according to StreamYard. So thank you guys for watching. We appreciate you, and we'll see you later.